This race is incredibly important. When I say that I think it's the most important election in North Carolina, I mean it. And I think that if you're not paying attention to this race, you need to take a look at it now, find out who the candidates are, find out what they think about gerrymandering, because I think it's one of the most important issues in North Carolina, bar none, and find out what they think about abortion rights. Those choices could be made by a court in this state. But folks who've been covering the gerrymandering issue in this state, we could very well have an election this year where more people vote for Democrats in this state, and yet our congressional delegation will be dominated by Republicans, our state legislature. And so I think if folks care about democracy, they should take a look at this race, because the current majority of this court ruled recently to allow the legislature to continue to gerrymander, which is the type of thing I think when you say it to a normal person on the street, their jaw sort of drops and they're like, what does that mean? So I think Republicans did a much better job over the years of saying to their voters, this person's going to pick the Supreme Court appointee, and if your goal, like their goal was to eliminate abortion in most cases or entirely, this is your step. This is how you're going to do it. It's your most direct link. And they were successful in that, in overturning Roe v. Wade. So I think that opened a lot of eyes to folks on the left who said, we need to be paying a lot more attention to our courts. And it's the same way in North Carolina, where like I said, you could see decisions coming out of this court on people's abortion rights in the coming years. And Allison Riggs has spoken about abortion rights as the only woman of childbearing age on that court. So she's made it a central part of her campaign. Where you might not have seen judges talking about that in the past, you're seeing Riggs talk about it a lot.